Here's how to stop feeling so attached to your stuff. Since moving across the country with only 2 suitcases, I've fancied myself as something of a minimalist, an idealistic thought that was swiftly dismantled when I moved apartments. As I packed up my life for the first time since landing in LA, I was truly astonished by how much stuff I had managed to accumulate in my tiny studio apartment in a relatively short amount of time. And while I welcomed this opportunity for some aggressive cleaning, I still found myself feeling conflicted as I sorted through my things. Of course, moving does offer some additional motivation to purge your life that regular spring cleaning lacks. There's nothing like the prospect of lugging dozens of heavy boxes to a new space to make you reevaluate your hoarding tendencies. But in reality, we could probably all stand to consider the items we choose to surround ourselves with, especially since it's human nature to feel an emotional connection to them. And therein lies the problem. Holding deep attachments to physical items closes the door to fully experience the present moment, says Lily Pettit, organization expert and founder of Clutter Healing. When we are hyper-focused on sentimental items or things in general, we miss out on the human experience. If we don't address it, it gives way to a vicious cycle. We seek fulfillment by surrounding ourselves with things instead of throwing ourselves into experiences, and by default, we can never feel present or satisfied. Then, when the stuff inevitably piles up, we feel even more distraught when we need to get rid of it to make space for more stuff. Still, the prospect of decluttering your life once and for all, and shifting your perspective so you no longer accumulate the clutter in the first place, is definitely intimidating. That's why we asked 2 clutter experts for their pointers on breaking the pattern once and for all. Memorabilia is valuable when it provides a stepping stone to where we are now, says Tisha Morris, feng shui expert and author. But when it becomes an anchor that keeps us in the past, then it's lost its value to us. Sometimes looking back at what was can be helpful in moving forward. But dwelling too much in the past can keep us stuck there. I kept this in mind as I sorted through my own belongings while moving, since I have a habit of collecting small souvenirs and relics of my favorite experiences, ticket stubs, Polaroids, pretty rocks I picked up on a hike. I asked myself, 10 years from now, will I really be devastated that I didn't keep this? Save for a few select items, a note from my late grandmother, for example, I ended up tossing the majority of those items. But when we're feeling satisfied and content with everything else that's going for us, we won't need to rely on that external validation. When we are aware of how much we already have and give gratitude and thanks for that foundation, we will always feel fully abundant, says Pettit. In essence, focusing on the good stuff multiplies more good stuff. The best part, it's the kind of stuff that you won't have to box up and move every few years.